Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Paridi, I'm a nurse practitioner, and I'm here today with Miss Yaffah, who is a Reiki specialist, along with practicing other various alternative holistic practices as well. Welcome, Yaffah. How are you doing?
Good. How are you? Thank you so much for having me. I truly appreciate this. I
Thank
do.
you as well for doing this with us and giving us information on what is Reiki. So today, as I have mentioned, we'll be talking to her about Reiki and what are some benefits of Reiki for people with their overall health. So Yafa, can you please start with talking about your background and how long you've been doing Reiki and other alternative practices?
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I started off in Reiki a long time ago, I would say about 6, 7 years ago. I just started hearing about it. Then I experienced Reiki for myself, and it was an amazing, amazing experience. It really was able to delve into some of the things that I was experiencing, my discomforts and my dis-ease,
Mm-hmm.
not disease, but dis-ease, which was not necessarily physical, but it was something that began on a mental and emotional state with how I thought about my reality, how I thought about myself, how I was truly creating, in a sense, the illnesses in my body.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and from there, I started delving into it. I started reading about it, learning about it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I actually was not initiated into it, which is
Mm-hmm.
basically becoming attuned into it until a couple years afterwards. Only because I wanted to make sure that I was ready for that. Because to
Mm-hmm.
me, it is a big step.
Makes
Becoming a
sense.
Reiki practitioner is this opportunity in which we open ourselves up to become healers and
Mm-hmm.
responsible for our energy work and for
Okay.
the healing work that we do. So not only do we become responsible for how we heal our own lives and how we work with energy within us, but also how we share in that energy practice as well. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, when we do energy on animals, because Reiki can be done on animals,
Mm-hmm.
when we do it on people, and I've also done Reiki on plants as well.
Oh
So
wow.
Reiki is, and we'll go, I know we'll have that question later, but it was a really opportunity for me to grow and expand myself, and to have structure and to become a part of a group of phenomenal people, especially with the Reiki shares that I attend and even the Reiki shares that I hold here at
Mm-hmm.
my shop. I
Okay.
also own Spirit of Tiphereth,
Oh,
which is a metaphysical store and a mystic center here in Columbus, Ohio,
okay.
with my husband and our other two business associates as well. We all
Mm-hmm.
kind of have our own role in the shop and things like that. But healing is our major key. That is our major purpose, is providing healing on all levels of our being. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So, in that note, I just want to know. So, diving into what is Reiki. So, what does Reiki consist of, and what are some principles and guidelines and some ethics behind the Reiki practice?
Yes. So Reiki is essentially the universal life force, and it is a channel in which the practitioner opens ourself up to
Mm-hmm.
become a conduit of that energy. It is a purely healing energy. It is all about establishing restoration for the body, for the mind, for the spirit, for the soul, for all of us. So it doesn't just work on one level of our being, it works on all levels of our being. And as the practitioner, our role is truly to become the channel
Okay.
without judgment, without criticism. We are just a channel in which that energy can move through.
Mm-hmm.
And Reiki energy is basically a part of every living thing. Everything within our reality has the essence of the universal life force, which is non judgmental, non
Mm-hmm.
biased, non anything. It is neither male nor female. It is just pure, beautiful, blessing energy, as I like to think of
Yeah.
it. And so, some of the just details of Reiki is that, for instance, I am a Reiki practitioner. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I am right now. I am currently working on my master's, but I do not have my master's yet.
Mm-hmm.
There is time in between where we do our practice and gain more experience working with each level of attunement. So
Okay.
when you become a Reiki level one, as they refer to it, is that you receive the attunement of certain symbols. And
Okay.
these symbols, and that's when you learn different hand gestures and hand positions. When
Mm-hmm.
you do so, you'll have a Reiki master that will endow you in a sense, open up your energy field
Okay.
and place this energy within you.
Okay.
And it's different from when you learn it in a textbook. Now, there are many books about Reiki out there, and you can
Mm-hmm.
learn a basic understanding of what it is and how it works and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you become attuned to it, you truly become, it's kind of like, I'm going to give an example. It's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like meeting the person
Okay.
face to face and having your own experience versus someone telling you about this person and the experience of it. If
Oh,
that's
that's so well said.
and so that's how when you become attuned, you have your own personal experience with Reiki, and
Mm-hmm.
Reiki begins to move throughout you. And as you channel it,
Mm-hmm.
not only do you become healed from the healing process, but
Mm-hmm.
also whatever you are channeling that energy into.
Okay.
So when I do Reiki energy, I do different hand positions, but one of the methods that I was taught from my master is to go over the entire body, almost like a sweep. And
Okay.
we do our hands. So I will open myself up and I
Mm-hmm.
will call to Reiki energy and
Okay.
I allow myself to become the vessel for that energy to channel through. I do use certain hand gestures as well,
Mm-hmm.
as my way of kind of what we call Reiki activations,
Okay.
because Reiki does love moving through the hands, but it can also move through any parts of our body.
Okay.
We can just turn Reiki energy on and we can become a beacon of light and
Oh,
healing energy as well.
mm-hmm.
Um, and as I go over the entire body, I will scan it. And
Mm-hmm.
then as certain areas that need the most attention appear, this
Okay.
is where I will go over it and use certain symbols to help healing in certain ways. So if the healing needs to take place on a mental area, mental part of your body, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe the emotional state of your body or the physical. So
Mm-hmm.
there's different areas of healing that Reiki energy will go and be infused into to bring
Mm-hmm.
back harmony and balance to the self.
I see.
I
Very
hope.
interesting. Yes, because initially as a nurse practitioner, I've heard of Reiki and I think of,
Mhm.
oh, just mainly using the hands and to heal the person holistically. But the way you said it, the person overall, the practitioner can use Reiki energy throughout to help
Yes.
another individual. So
Yes.
as you say, how is Reiki different from other forms of alternative practices out there?
We become a channel. It's very much, as I've kind of mentioned earlier before, it's very much a twofold process
Okay.
because as a Reiki practitioner, we become responsible for ourselves and our own energy, becoming self aware, making sure that our own energy is, in a sense, prepared and ready
Okay.
to be that channel and to
Mm-hmm.
be that conduit of this energy as well.
Okay.
So, becoming mindful of our own selves and our own behaviors, our actions, our words, and being responsible and
Mm-hmm.
becoming attuned with Reiki and keeping that connection healthy and whole in a sense for
Yes,
ourselves.
I see.
Uh, and as we practice Reiki, and I know I'm kind of going back a little bit to the other question you asked earlier was like,
That's
what are
fine.
some of the ethics? And it
Mm-hmm.
kind of goes twofold in that responsibility is that we always ask for permission.
Okay.
So anytime, because we are gifted with this, we still respect other people's lives. We still respect other people's energy.
Mm-hmm.
So asking for permission to do Reiki energy on another person or another being.
Okay.
And even when I send Reiki energy, because Reiki energy can be sent to another person,
Mm-hmm.
even if they are not physically here, I always get permission. So
Mm-hmm.
that's part of it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also believe in fair exchange of energy. So
Okay.
that as we do channel this energy and use our time and energy to channel this energy to another person,
Mm-hmm.
um, we when we say fair exchange of energy, that can be meant in just being gratitude, being grateful. That can
Mm-hmm.
be compensated with monetary means, or even in trade. But we do make that clear that Reiki is a giving energy, but we want you to be responsible for it and understanding it, what it means as well. So
I
be
see.
a part of the healing process and be a part of the universal aspect of giving and receiving as well.
I see. So all this time you've been doing Reiki with various personnels. So what are some common issues you have come across that Reiki can help people heal holistically with?
A lot of the dis-ease and discomfort I find is very much mental.
Okay.
So a lot of that, and in this fashion, something that Reiki energy I've seen people do is like, oh, my mind is clear. I
Mm-hmm.
don't have all of the mental chatter now. And I'm
Okay.
like, wow. And so it opens them up to see areas of their life that can be causing this disharmony and causing them to become unstable and even imbalanced in their daily life,
Mm-hmm.
mind, body, and spirit, because the mind is essential
That's true.
to the welfare of our entire being.
Mm-hmm.
And with their worries and doubts and fears, we can begin to manifest things in our life. So
Okay.
a lot of times, Reiki energy will provide that clarity to open people up to healing that needs to be taken, that needs to begin. So
Mm-hmm.
very much get a lot of people on that healing process.
Okay.
I've seen it help people with past trauma
Okay.
and releasing and letting go. And
Mm-hmm.
Reiki energy, especially a Reiki session, works amazing wonders with people who are already doing therapy, or are maybe in group therapy, or even in counseling,
Okay.
because it helps with all of the physical, mental work you're doing. This helps on an energetic level. So really, very much covering all sides of you.
Mm-hmm. The whole
Um,
mind, body, soul kind of
exactly,
spectrum.
exactly. Yes,
I
yes.
see. That's
Uh,
very interesting.
Yes, it is. It is. So I always tell people, because some people do ask, will this interfere with any of the work, the self-healing work, our work I'm doing with
Mm-hmm.
myself? And I always let people know, it's like, no, this is a great companion. And it will
Mm-hmm.
truly, truly help you.
Yes.
Through it. Yes.
So that's one thing I was kind of, you mentioned that is like, will it contraindicate, or is there somebody that cannot, benefit from Reiki, or something you're always precautious about? Have you ever concerned about that with anybody? It's like, oh, you're pregnant, you might, or if you're too,
Mhm.
like somebody who's an elderly or the very young.
No, no, anyone can benefit from Reiki.
Okay.
Anyone can benefit from Reiki. And I've always, before I do each session, I
Mm-hmm.
always let people know that relax, be open. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
And my husband and I, from our training and experience, we don't do any direct touching. We do
Mm-hmm.
maybe light touching where our hands, if we need to get closer for
Okay.
the energy of Reiki to penetrate through maybe different forms of your human energy field, any areas where the energy has become very stuck or stagnant.
Okay.
And so, because of that energy, it's become hardened because of overtime. When we get stuck in different areas of our life, that buildup of energy creates a little bit of a barrier. So, we'll get closer, but never in a way where it should make you feel uncomfortable or uneasy.
Okay.
Reiki energy is all about unconditional love, and it's all about sharing in that love and creating an area of peace.
Mm-hmm.
So before we even begin any session, we'll do it, just take 10 minutes to do some breath work and breathing, to calm, center the self, bringing your energy back to you so that you can find peace during this time as well. Because
Mm-hmm.
people are always like, what's going to happen?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And and it's all about love. It is all about love and healing, and that is
Mm-hmm.
our whole purpose. And I got on it because I wanted healing for my own life and experiencing the benefits of Reiki for myself. actually encouraged me and it really inspired me to want to get into it and learn more about it and
Hmm.
utilize it to help other people.
I see. So I see you mentioned using of hand and different various hand positions. So I just want to briefly go into like what is the importance of different various hand positions involved?
So each hand position channels a different type of healing energy that is
Hmm.
specific to the person needs. So
Okay.
if the practitioner should feel that there is maybe a blockage within the mental state,
Hmm.
we can use we can use a hand position for that. Or
Okay.
if we need to send Reiki energy to someplace in your past, we can do
Hmm.
that as well, to provide healing, to release and let go.
Hmm.
Any maybe negative attachments that could be attached to your energy field, we
Hmm.
can use a hand gesture for that as well, that will release and help to sever that
Hmm.
negative energetic tie as
Okay.
well.
I
Mm.
see. So, how can people get involved in, finding a practitioner for getting Reiki therapy, and how can they be more involved with their overall health and using Reiki as one of the beneficial ways to improve their health?
There are a lot of places now. Reiki has become very popular,
Hmm.
and there are different types of Reiki that are being used, and there are different practice. When I say different practices, that we all call upon the same energy of Reiki, but is the style in a sense how it's
Hmm.
done.
Hmm.
My husband and I, we like to incorporate sound healing and sound therapy during our Reiki sessions.
Okay.
And this is just as an extra means. Not that Reiki can't do it, but we found that when we incorporate the singing bowls or the shaman rattle that we have, or even the drum, that it
Hmm.
helps to open up the person's energy field even
Hmm.
broader, and
Okay.
a lot of people do connect. And then we do find that some people only want just pure Reiki energy, and that is totally fine with us as well.
Hmm.
These are just methods that we find that have personally helped us and have been great in our practice of Reiki, incorporating that as well.
Hmm.
But Reiki, there's a lot of places, especially here in Columbus, that do offer Reiki. We offer Reiki aside out of the quarantine, once this is all over. um, we do offer a free Reiki Wednesday at the end of each month, where
Okay.
we allow people to come in for a free session throughout the day and just experience Reiki for themselves. And then there's different places around Columbus that offer it as well. I know the Reiki Center is one there
Hmm.
in Grandview. And I'm trying to think of a few other places that I know of as well that offers it. And there's a
Hmm.
lot of Reiki practitioners as well.
Okay.
And then, of course, you can learn Reiki to do on yourself. Reiki is wonderful for doing on yourself.
Hmm.
And you can incorporate it into your meditation practice. You can incorporate it in just working with it and feeling the energy move through you throughout your day.
Hmm.
Um, so there's a lot. Reiki
Okay.
can, yeah,
So if you are to seek, just have to find it, kind of go
yes,
online and so.
yeah. Yes, and there's different places that offer it as a way to kind of just learn more about it. I was trying to think of a few places off the top of my head, and nothing came to
Mhm.
mind definitely. But definitely search in the area, uh,
Mhm.
and of course, pick anything up. Right now, the internet, even Google, is flooded with. Even if you just wanted to get a basic understanding of what it is and what
Mhm.
it does,
Okay.
you can find information about it.
Nice.
Mhm.
So I will be putting information about her practice as well in the description below on the YouTube channel. So that way, if you would like to get in contact with her directly and or even visit her, Reiki practice site, so that way you can benefit from the practice of Reiki and heal your mind, body, and soul.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Yafa, for being with us today
You. Thank
and
you.
sharing this information. We really appreciate it because, and Reiki, energy, any mind, body, soul healing overall is always beneficial. One of the ways to heal a person holistically.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Thank you. I appreciated this so much.
Yes.
And just sharing about Ricky and the wonderful wonderful world of it and amazing. Thank you.
Yes. So everybody, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Share with especially someone who will benefit from Reiki and the Reiki practice. And you know that, oh, this is something that can help them heal holistically, mind, body, soul. And if they're going through some, as she has mentioned, some emotional and mental problems, and they would benefit going through Reiki and getting the Reiki energy to heal them overall or help in the process of healing. Do share with them specially and learn about it yourself. I will put her information about her business in the description below, so you can visit her center as well to learn more about Reiki. Please
Thank
stay
you.
safe, stay healthy, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you, Yafa. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.